I was raised in a Christian home, but it was not in a denomination that historically has been associated with the evangelical movement. And I was raised in a church which in the 1960s was going through many of the upheavals of that era and adopting many of the more liberal theological and political views of that age, so that whatever else one wants to say about the bias of my upbringing, it was not that I was predisposed to or even taught a belief of Scripture that promoted its inerrancy or its substantial accuracy with respect to historical matters. I can recall a confirmation class in which we examined all of the discrepancies as they were presented to us in the various gospel accounts of the Last Supper / Lord's Supper. And no attempt was made to harmonize these details. It really was only through a process tied in with personal experiences of Christians and Christian scholars of other Christian traditions that began when I was in high school, continued in college and seminary, led me to choose a doctoral program at a major university, but one that had evangelical as well as liberal Bible professors teaching in it, in which I was exposed to the whole range of scholarship, and not even just the whole range of Christian scholarship on the New Testament, and yet also discovered in the 1970s and early 80s that there was a very intellectually viable and credible body of ever-growing evangelical biblical scholarship, which led me to the conviction that it is perfectly viable to hold a high view of Scripture. One does not, as one of my college professors once said, smiling with a Cheshire grin, mean sacrificing my intellectual integrity to have a historic Orthodox Christian view of Scripture. No, he was the one who sacrificed his intellect by thinking that that statement was true. And therefore, I am as convinced of the viability of a case for Scripture's trustworthiness today than I have ever been in my life.